Is your garage door opener so loud that no matter what part of the house you're in, you know if someone's coming or going? The next generation of garage door openers will let you replace that noise pollution with the sounds of silence. The system we're installing is the Silent Drive Garage Door Opener. Most garage opener noise comes from two sources, the motor and the drive chain. But the housing on this unit has foam insulation to reduce motor noise. Also, the drive chain is encased in rubber, sort of like a steel-belted tire, so noise is virtually eliminated. Steve Schmidt sells thousands of these units each year. So Steve, this is our chain, and it's actually made of rubber, so that's why it's so quiet?
Yes, it is. It's 9 pieces of steel encapsulated in the rubber.
Oh, inside the rubber.
Yes, it is.
Steel.
Let me cut it open and show you.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can see the bands in there.
Yes, you can. It is pretty tough cutting also.
Yeah, I can tell. Wow. There's 9 different bands of steel inside of there. So how long will it take to wear out this chain?
This has been tested, should last over 30 years.
Well, that's longer than a regular steel chain.
Longer than a regular steel chain,
Okay.
and again, it will be very quiet with the rubber encapsulated around the steel. The one thing that's really nice about this is you have a room above here. I'm assuming it's going to be a playroom or something. When this door is in operation, you're not going to hear the door like you would a chain door.
So you can sneak in on the teenagers?
Sneak in on the teenagers, or the teenagers can sneak in on you.
Okay. So Steve, here we've got our garage door opener and the one that actually mounts on the wall in the house as well?
Yes, this one will mount on the wall, and the features on this particular item, you have a light switch. So if you want to use this as a work light, and then also when you go on vacation, if you want to be double protected, you can go ahead and press the lock and it will disable the opener in the car.
So if you had a car outside and someone broke in and got your remote, they still couldn't open the garage while you're on vacation?
Correct, with the lock key engaged.
Okay, now people can grab codes if they set out with a code grabber outside your garage, and when you press your garage door, they steal your code. How do you prevent that from happening with this?
This technology, we have a rolling code technology, and there's 100 billion rolling codes built into this.
100 billion?
100 billion.
That should be enough. Okay.
I hope so. That should last, again, your lifetime.
Okay. And then if I back out and I have hit the garage door and closed it with my remote, and let's say my wife pulls up and hits it with her remote, and since the code is changing, how does hers open the garage door?
Well, there's 8 different platforms in this as far as garage door openers are concerned, and each one of these has its own platform. So when we go ahead and program yours, it remembers yours. When we program your wife's, it drops down to the second one and remembers hers. And again, the rolling code is constant throughout up to 8 of the controllers.
So each of us have our own rolling code system to open the door. And you said 8 controllers, so the kids could have controllers, in-laws could have controllers, a number of people, but they each have their own rolling code.
Yes.
Okay. This system also offers the convenience of an external keypad entry. It's battery powered and offers a variety of code and security features. So with this outside mount, then the kids could come up on their bicycles and go right inside, and they don't need a remote.
Sure. It's a 4-digit code. So you'll enter 1, 2, 3, 4 as your code and press the enter button. It'll automatically open the door. And then when you go to close the door, you do the same thing. It is also, when you press the first button, it has a light feature on it, so you can come in at night and see the light or see the numbers.
Okay, and it's totally remote. There's no wiring. We have our little battery in there.
Totally remote. Totally remote. And there's a battery in there. The battery's probably going to last roughly a year.
Okay. And can you code this? Let's say that you have someone coming in to clean the house. Can you set it up for them as well?
That's one thing that's a real nice feature on this. You can go ahead and have your own private code, and then instead of having to give the neighbors the code when you're out of town, you can preset a code for the neighbor to come in to water the plants or feed the dog. Or if you have a cleaning person, you can do the same thing. And once they use their code one time, the code is disabled.
Okay. The system also has advanced safety features. A sensor system protects children, pets, and property. Steve, that's quiet enough.
Sure is.
Okay. And our sensors work. We do have sensors on each side here.
Yes, we do, and the sensors are for safety. First of all, if somebody should leave a bicycle or something in the way, the sensor will go ahead and sense that. And as you notice, the door came down, stopped, and went back up. The light automatically goes ahead and starts blinking. That's telling you that there was something in the path. Go back and look at it before you back out.
So if a child tries to run in or a dog runs in right as the door's coming down, the door will just stop and go right back
It sure
up.
will.
Okay.
Sure will.
Now earlier you were talking to me about a pressure test also. How does that work?
Sure. The first thing that we do is we go ahead and we hold our arms out and we run the door down.
Okay.
The door hits your arms. and returns back up. And again, it's a very pressure sensitive. It does not take much as soon as it hit my arm to move back up.
So if we had our car pulled out part way and it wasn't breaking the beam and it hit the trunk of the car, it would just go right back
Probably
up?
do no damage to the car, yes. Go
Okay.
right back up.
Now that's 2 good tests. Do you have any other tests to do?
Yes, Michael, we do. It's recommended in the owner's manual that we use a 2x4 and do a block test. I just place the 2x4 down here, start the door will come down and hit the 2x4 and automatically go back up. At the end of this, Michael, what you will see is the lights will go ahead and start flashing, indicating that there was something blocking the path of the door.
If you're a really experienced do-it-yourselfer and want to take this project on, it will take 2 people 6 to 8 hours to install. But with several hundred parts, you might want to hire a certified technician to save time and effort.